Hello, fellow Arcade1up fan. My name is insert name here. And today I absolutely want to tell you about the greatest Arcade1up cabinet to date. Say arcade cabinet's name. This cabinet is absolutely the best ever, and I absolutely paid for it myself. I totally didn't get it for free. And everything I say is absolutely my own opinion, and I'm absolutely not shilling for Arcade1up so I can get free review units. I totally wouldn't do that. Cabinet's name here is the best cabinet ever, and it totally doesn't have a pea-stained deck or anything. And even though Arcade1up has already released 72 versions of Street Fighter, you should totally buy this one too, because all we want is your money. Whoops, I didn't mean to write that. Please don't read this part. Now, you know what? Screw this. I'm doing my own freaking review. Alright, so this is the Street Fighter 2 HS5 Deluxe. I'm sure you've seen a lot of reviews out there already, so we're just going to cut right into the meat and potatoes of the thing. So this is the reason I bought this, the main reason I bought this. Well, there's two reasons. One, I have not bought a single one of the 72 Street Fighter cabinets that Arcade1up has come out. I'm just joking about that. But no, I don't own a Street Fighter in my arcade. I think I have 17 cabinets out there. I've never bought a Street Fighter. And this one really caught my eye. I think this is by far the most arcade accurate cabinet that they've made to date. And the second reason I bought it is because I got it at Walmart. I just got this thing yesterday. I literally placed the order yesterday, showed up at my door the next day. It was on sale at Walmart for $3.99. Clicked on the extra $50 off. Got the thing for $3.49. I mean, for a cabinet like this, you really can't beat it. So to get right into the what I like and dislike about this thing, the game lineup is great. I'm excited to be able to play Street Fighter and a bunch of these other games on there. You've all seen the games at this point. There's 14 of them on there. But some of the best features on this thing are A, the fact that it's riserless, right? And you got the new Deluxe marquee, which looks pretty good. I mean, compared to some of their other models like Simpsons, X-Men, NBA Jam, those things weren't very good at all. If you know what I'm talking about. If you've owned any of them, they're real white and washed out. These new Deluxe ones, and this is the second Deluxe cabinet that I bought. The first one I bought was Mortal Kombat 2 Deluxe, and I'm more of a Mortal Kombat guy than Street Fighter, but I do have a lot of nostalgia for Street Fighter also, and I really like the marquee on it. It's a big step forward from the ones they've recently been putting out, and this control deck is by far the most comfortable control deck to play on any cabinet that they've owned. This front piece that they've added on is a really nice touch, and the one that I have isn't the pea-stained yellow. I don't even know if those ever made it out in public. It's all gray. I mean, it's all one color. It blends very well together. And what I don't think I noticed that there was no deck protector on this. I don't think I knew that going in, but apparently this is their first one with this new wear-proof paint that they're using, and I'm curious to see how it holds up on the joysticks, the little plastic covers when you're playing. I'm curious to see over time if it wears. It would almost have to. Plastic rubbing against it will definitely wear it down, but we'll see though. Maybe it won't. The speaker covers on this thing are a very nice addition. That's the first cabinet I own that have them, and the sound on this thing is very well. I mean, I don't have sound playing right now, but that was only halfway up, and the thing is very loud. I wouldn't even want to play it at the top level. I figured to make things a little interesting here, I brought in a special guest to help me review this cabinet, and you know him. He's the one, the only, the Dark Knight, frickin' Batman.
What? What do I look like to you? A kid? I'm a freaking bat. I don't have time to play with stupid kids' toys.
Okay, I mean, I get it, it's a toy, but it's still a pretty cool toy. I mean, it's a video game. uh, so anyways, obviously this thing came with the coin door. It doesn't light up, but I happen to have an extra light up kit from Retro 530 that I bought for some unknown reason. I just happen to have it. So I put it in there, and to me, you know, if I have a coin door on this thing, it's gonna light up. I think almost every one of the cabinets that I own has a coin door or a light up coin door on it. Now, some of the downfalls of this thing, there were a few little blemishes on it, cosmetic blemishes. The front top piece was scratched right here. There was a scratch on the side that, honestly, and this isn't the first time I've seen this, somebody dabbed a Sharpie marker over a scratch. I don't remember what cabinet it is that I have. It might have been my Mortal Kombat Midway Legacy that I had before I got the Deluxe. It was scratched. Yeah, there was a noticeable scratch right here, and somebody literally put Sharpie marker on it. And the side panel right here, where the top piece, this piece right here on the very top, the bottom seam, it looked like the sticker's starting to peel up a little bit. I mean, it's not that noticeable, and in my arcade it's dark, and the cabinets are somewhat close together, not jam tight, but somewhat close, so you probably will never see it. And again, like any Deluxe, you're going to get a little bit of wobble out of it, and this thing's on carpet, so I get that, but even having it on a hard surface, especially when you're playing a fighting game where you're really hammering at the joystick and buttons, the thing tends to wobble a little bit. So I'm probably going to end up putting weight in the bottom of this thing, the same thing like I did with my Mortal Kombat, and that really helps take the wobble out of it because it gives you a strong, firm base as opposed to having these things pretty much have 90% of the weight on the top half. Alright, so Batman, you can't leave me hanging here. You got to at least come over here and say something. I mean, give me an opinion. You know, play a game. Play me in Street Fighter. Like, do something. I don't know. I mean, can you at least come over here and try to get involved somehow?
Shut up! Leave me alone! Can't you see I'm busy trying to solve crimes? I'll save you, Robin!
Alright, fine. Forget it. Forget that I asked. I'm sorry. I guess he's not going to take part in any of this. So just to wrap this thing up, like I said, I know you've seen a lot of these things already. My final thoughts on it. Again, the main selling point to me is this is probably the most arcade accurate cabinet that Arcade1up has ever made. I know I stated that earlier, but I have to reiterate that because it really does. You look at this Dynamo HS5 cabinet and it looks just like it. It really does. I mean, the front piece was a fantastic addition. I really hope going forward that we still see more of this. And for $4.99, these things are probably worth it. $3.99, they're definitely worth it. $3.49, that's kind of what I was waiting for. I always wanted to get it, and I knew when it came out that I was going to eventually get it. It was just a waiting game. You know, that's part of this whole hobby is trying to overcome and conquer that FOMO. Whenever these cabinets start coming out, I know we all want to buy them all, but I'm trying to teach myself patience, and I'm trying to teach myself restraint, and I'm glad that I did because this thing here, it saved me $150 in the end. And real excited to get this thing into my arcade and start playing against people online. And so look me up on here, Bad Guy Mike. And for anybody that's new, closing in on 500 subscribers, just want to throw this in there now. We do a stream every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern called Nostalgia Power. It's me, it's PD7, it's Jester Tester, and Zod Writer. We cover anything and everything nostalgia. I'm closing in on 500 subscribers, so when that time comes, I'm going to do a little bit of a giveaway. Nothing spectacular, but I have a whole lot of stuff that I plan on raffling off just to show appreciation to all the people that subscribe and take time to watch my content and to come and hang out with us every Saturday morning. So if you've never seen Nostalgia Power, Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. And if you're not a subscriber, sub, because you might get some cool stuff out of it. And when I hit 1,000, there's really going to be some cool stuff to give away. So appreciate everybody watching, and I'll catch you on Saturday morning.